Hello and welcome, dear mathletes, once again to Mathlete Minds. We continue our journey of understanding mathematics, but right now I have taken up Vedic maths to understand the different sutras of Vedic maths and their applications. Now, of course, we are not deviating from our original sequence of videos, that is CBSE Class 10 Mathematics. We'll continue with that. And I had just started with surface area volume. That was one particular video on that. We have plenty more questions to be done in that. So we'll be discussing that in subsequent videos. But I have taken up this in between just to make you understand that because of the calculations in that particular topic, your work can be made easier with the help of Vedic math if you practice them regularly and understand these different formulae or sutras as they are called. So even whether it is surface area or volume or any other topic, if you apply Vedic mathematics, you find that you build up a lot of speed with complete accuracy and your confidence with every calculation. Basically, what does it do? It optimizes your calculation. Initially, what you were doing earlier in your calculations, of course, they were perfectly correct, but they were a bit time consuming. So to decrease your time, we have this Vedic math sutras, which are very, very essential, which are very helpful in the long run. So if you start practicing them from right now and put it in your daily routine, in your daily calculations, you'll find that your work becomes much easier. So let us understand the sutras of Vedic mathematics. I'll begin with the first sutra, that is Sutra number 1, and which has also got a typical name, and that is called Ek Adhikain Purvain. So what does this mean? This is the Sanskrit name of that, Ek Adhik Kain Purvain. That means pur se ek adhik. Pehle se ek adhik. That is the Hindi meaning of it. Now, where do we apply that? That is more important. So let us take the first application of this, and the first application is it is applied where you have the square numbers which have the units digit as 5. So when the units digit is 5, it's very simple to apply this particular sutra and get the answer even without writing a single step. So let us start with a very simple number over here, 15. Now square of 15, most of you may be knowing, but how have we applied this? So 5 into 5 is 25. We'll just plug in 25. Then 1 is the number before that, and 1 more greater than 1 is 2. So 1 into 2 is 2. So we'll plug in 2 over here. So your answer is 225. So the previous numbers that you have to consider them as one number. Like here there are 2 digits, so we'll take 10 together. We won't break up 10 as 0 and 1. Or 21, we'll take them together. Let's understand. 35. So first I will write here 25. 5 into 5 is 25. 3, and the next number after 3 is 4. So 3 into 4 is 12. So you get here 1225. 85. 5 into 5 is 25. And 8 into 9. Next number after 8 is 9. 9 into 8 is 72. 105. So first I'll write here 25. Then 10 into 11. That is equal to 110. 215. So first I'll write 25. Now you have 21 into 22, which you can do mentally if you want. But here is another additional trick for that. You can write 22 as 21 plus 1. And you get here 441 plus 21. So this becomes 462. So your answer is 46225. Next question is slightly bigger. And this is calculate 1005 whole square. So we'll write here 25. And then we'll take 100 as one unit over one number over here, and the next number after 100 is 101. So 101 into 100, that is 1010025. So your answer is 1010025. Similarly, we have here 1195. So first I'll write here 25. And 119 into 120. Now you may think that 119 into 120 will be again time consuming. Not like that. So what we can do is we can write 120 and we can break up 119 as 120 minus 1. So this will give us 14400 minus 120. So now if you subtract this, you will get here 0. 10 minus 8 is 10 minus 2 is 8. 3 minus 1 is 2. And you get 14280. So your answer is 14280. If you want, you can do this mentally also. If you want, you can write it down 14280. Sorry. So this is your answer. Now we move on to the second application. In the second application, what type of numbers we have? We have to find out the product of two numbers. So here, the numbers should be such that the 10 units digit of the numbers add up to 10. That is the first requisite. Second requisite is the previous numbers should be the same. Like here we have 7, 7, 9, 9, 11, 11, 8, 8. So now how are we going to apply that particular concept? First of all, we'll take the units digit and multiply them. 9 into 1 is 9. 9 into 1 is 9 over here. So we write here 9. And then 7, and the next number after 7 is 8. So 7, 8, 56. But here I don't have to write only 9. It should be a two-digit number. And 7, 8, 56. So my answer is 5609. 94 into 96. So 6 into 4 is 24. And the next number after 9 is 10. So 9 into 10 is 90. 113 into 117. So this will give us 21. 11 into 12 is 132. Then 82 into 88. 8 into 2 is 16. And 9 into 8 is 72. 7216. Now we have some bigger numbers, 214 into 216. So this gives you 6 into 4, that is 24. And 21 into 22. Of course, 21 into 22 can also be done very easily. But again, I am showing up 22 can be written as 21 plus 1. So this gives you 441 plus 21. So if you add up, you get here 26462. So you get here 46224. That is your final answer. 993 into 997. So this is 21. 99 into 100. That gives you 9900. Then we have 2004 into 2006. So we get here 24. And 200 into 201. So 200 into 201. 201 can be written as 200 plus 1. So this becomes equal to 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros plus 200. So you get here 4, 0, 2, 0, 0. So this is your final answer over here. So now in these questions you find that we have done these multiplications, but it's not necessary because Vedic maths is so vast and so exhaustive that these same questions can be done with the application of other sutras also. So here if you start practicing one sutra at a time, definitely you will build up that particular aspect and you will find that it becomes so easy as we go on to the sutras one after the other. Hope you have liked the explanation. Very shortly we'll come up with the next sutra, and in between I'll also be putting up the second video of surface area and volume, which some more conceptual questions that are very essential from the point of view of examination. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the explanation. Please do like, share and subscribe to the channel.